shot every time he says woo. It's just
Okay.
one, though. It's just one. He just said it once, and that's it.
I'm so drunk.
Honestly, you should say woo more.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo! All day long, neighbors banging on the ceiling.
Woo, woo, woo!
Cause all day long, yeah, this is what they're hearing.
I actually thought of it in advance.
Can't wait to hear this. Every time you play something, I'm like,
It's not that good.
you can talk to me.
Yeah, you can talk to me.
Welcome to Roommate Lovers. I'm Maggie, and this week I got my period in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom.
I'm Kyle, and just because I'm a redhead doesn't mean I don't have a soul. Okay? I'm sick of hearing that. Thank you, South Park.
Thank you for clarifying it for me. I was unsure. I was still going to wed you, you know.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for planning to wed me, Maggie. Yours was a real thing. Isn't
I know,
it?
and I normally listen. I don't go blue or red on the podcast. You know, if I
Is
can
it
help
really going blue to talk about your period?
I mean, it's so funny
Okay.
immediately. So funny to talk about bodily functions.
Well, going
But
blue doesn't mean funny.
I was just sitting in the bathroom, and you know, if you've been to
Hang on,
Universal
we were
Studios,
at Universal Studios.
yeah,
You guys
I wish
paint
I was
the
in
scene.
Scotland at Hogwarts, but instead I was at Universal Studios, and
Paint the bloody scene.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Here it comes. I was just sitting in the bathroom, you know, having eaten a full
At
English
Universal
breakfast.
Studios.
Eaten a full English breakfast at the Three Broomsticks. Was like, hey, I
In
gotta go to the
Harry
bathroom.
Potter land.
Hey, I have to go to the bathroom in Scotland. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And oh my God, what was
Okay,
that?
Maggie, it was like a little tiny...
you see it?
I don't know. I saw like a fruit fly
Oh
fly.
my God, it's
It-
coming for me.
This is so...
That was big.
We're leaving this in.
That was big. It's on camera. We're filming this one.
Okay,
Okay.
yes. So we were at Universal Studios at Harry Potter
At Harry
Land.
Potter World in Scotland. And
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Like, this is what's happening in the back.
You be nice.
There it is. It's back.
Maggie, the
You be nice to me, won't you?
And I'm going like,
there's a
yes.
recording. There's audio. In
It's
the
really her.
bathroom.
She's there. It's in Scotland. It's real. It's at the castle. And that's when it hit me, folks. And I couldn't have been more, to be honest, thrilled. I felt like I'd really become one with the content.
Yes, yes.
Really become one with the
you
world.
synced up with Moaning Myrtle.
Yes, I've synced with Moaning Myrtle.
I'm gonna be honest. You muddled that whole story, and if anyone followed that, please write to us at CO Box Roommate Lovers.
Do you think it's a CO box? A coastal office?
Yeah, it's a
It's
coastal
a
office.
coast office.
CO Box. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of is care of CO
Right.
Roommate Lovers.
Yeah, put it
At
in a
the
PO box. CO.
But it's also a CO box down by the sea. You know what? You muddled it. I muddled it.
What was yours? Yours was good too.
Welcome to the Roommate Lovers. We are the Roommate Lovers.
We are the Roommate Lovers.
We're going to answer some questions.
Hey now.
Hey now. Are you just singing?
I just looked at my phone case.
Yes,
and it
she has a
reminded
Lizzie
me.
McGuire phone case. So let's get to the show, yeah?
I loved it. Good advice.
Why do so many people die close to or close to after their birthday?
Oh no, Kyle.
So I just
I'm
had
gonna
a
stop you right
birthday.
there. Your birthday was days ago.
Which is why we went to Universal
Do you feel
Studios.
okay? Let me see your forehead.
I've found that if you go on Wikipedia and see someone that has died from an illness or natural causes, they typically die close before or after their birthdays. For example, my grandfather passed away from cancer 5 weeks after his birthday. So is there a phenomenon, spiritual or scientific reason behind it? Yeah. So let's pause at that. Where's the line?
5 weeks is not close to your birthday.
5 weeks does not sound that close.
No,
At that
no,
point,
no,
we're
no,
just
no.
getting into the fucking year.
What is it? Yeah, it's like, well, he died a couple months after his birthday.
Yeah, at that point, we're just getting into the year.
Listen,
so I don't think it's that close.
What is close? It's got to be like within days, maybe a week, like in your birthday week.
I would say within a week.
Yeah, or like I just had my birthday. Oh, my heart, done.
And within 6 days, you're dead.
Yeah, 5 weeks is not within.
5 weeks is not. You know, unless like something happened and that was the. But no. I'm
You
sorry.
mean unless something happened on his birthday?
Yeah, that caused the cancer.
He
But that
ate-
doesn't make any sense.
No, he ate too much cancer cake.
Also, sorry.
Yeah, this isn't
about
funny. We
your
shouldn't.
Grandpa.
Yeah, that
sorry to
sucks.
go red so early. But anyways, I like there's.
Have you heard of this happening?
Yeah, well, like John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the
On
same
their
4th of July.
birthdays, right?
No, on the country's birthday. Well, I
Yes.
think one of them might have a birthday that's 4th of July.
I think so.
We don't need to look it up. But they both died on
Yes.
4th of July, like within hours of each
Oh
other.
yeah, and they both were like "fuck you" to each other, right, on their deathbeds. Like,
I know
Jefferson
Adams'
lives.
last words were "and Jefferson survives" or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, they were getting along at that point in their lives. They
Maybe on the surface, but really deep down, there was something between them that was really just hate and anger.
Welcome to Founding Father Lovers. Here we're going to dive deep into why we love the Founding Fathers and why I wish we were founding them right now.
I'll say it. Benjamin Franklin fucks.
Yeah, but I think James Monroe also died on his on the 4th of July.
Wow, that's
which is the
interesting.
country's birthday,
So-
folks. Okay.
But I wonder if it was within that 5-week window of his birthday also.
That's true. That sacred 5-week window. I think there is something to say about there's an excitement around a birthday that
Right.
maybe causes stress, good or bad.
So you think that the birthday itself is the cause? It's like, oh God, I'm so stressed out. Another year alive. I can't do this anymore.
Do you think? I think people can will themselves and wait it out. I think there is something that people almost wait for.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
a big event's coming up. And it's like, oh, I got to wait for my daughter to cross the sea to visit me.
Oh yeah, and as soon as she's here, I'm gonna
die.
I'm gonna kick it.
I'm gonna kick it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Do you think you have some power to do that? I feel like
I
there is
feel
a
like
thing.
you do. There's
Yeah.
some sort of
Animals
sort of
do it,
thing.
I think, to an extent where they feel it coming.
And they go under the porch and they
Oh,
let
Jesus,
go.
this is so sad.
Okay, you know what else it is? Isn't that a thing of couples when they're much older couples? After one of them dies, a lot of times shortly after
Yeah.
the other one will.
Yeah, and I think that is just a stress thing. I think
really
of losing
sad.
someone.
Yeah, it's really sad.
That is sad.
Oh my God.
And hey, if you're not crying on Roommate Lovers, we're not doing our job. Let's do another question.
I have a urinal in my living room, and my new girlfriend cannot handle it. She says she will leave. I bought my house from an elderly man, and that is why my living room is fitted with a urinal. I never removed it and did start using it. My friends have also always used it.
Wow.
I have always kept it really clean and put cubes in it to try and keep a mint fragrance in the room.
Well, that's just common courtesy.
Oh, just give me a second to not vomit. I'm just putting it down, throwing it down, shoving it back deep into my stomach. Okay, great. Fast forward to where I am now. A few months ago, I met a wonderful, beautiful woman. I really do like her. When she first came around my house, I covered the urinal with an old curtain, which I draped over it. And hold on, let me just throw it back down, just shoving back down the bile. Excuse me, I'm sorry, listeners. Okay, it
Nice
was not
work.
a problem. We spent the evening watching TV, had dinner in the room, and it was not mentioned. It was not an issue.
Wait, did he tell her it was there, or was it just a curtain?
It seems to me like in this
I think
part
she
of the
didn't
story,
know.
he put a curtain over it, as though that was normal to have a sort of a toilet urinal shaped sort of
Curtain
mass in
in
your
the
living
middle
room.
of the
And she asked no questions. They had a good ass dinner and they watched some Only Murders in the Building and had a great night.
I love it. Good show. Keep
A couple
going.
weeks later, I had the guys round for a PS4 session, and whilst
It's called
I was
a PS4 sesh, man.
yeah, I'm gonna actually sort of do an edit. A couple weeks later, I had the bros round for a PS4 sesh. And whilst I was outside of the room, it does say whilst right after, so I felt like I should get back.
Whilst? It says whilst?
And whilst I was outside of the room,
Whilst.
one of the boys pulled off the curtain and started using the urinal. My girlfriend walked in from the kitchen and saw him. She was horrified. Okay, and I unsuccessfully was controlled my bile there, so sorry about that. It sort of spewed
yeah,
around.
it's all over me right
Don't worry,
now.
it hit the urinal in our living room.
Yeah, good call.
She could not believe what she was seeing. After a really heated argument, she left, and it took a lot to explain things. But I did, and weirdly, it made us closer.
Okay.
We are now 2 months into...
Long-term relationship.
I'm
Keep
sorry,
going.
I just have to realize that was super early into the relationship. We're now 2 months into our relationship, and to skip forward, I am fully... And to skip forward, I am fully using the urinal 24/7.
24/7, my
Buddy,
dude?
you need to go to the hospital
Yeah,
today.
that's way too much.
It is my preferred loo. He's British.
I think they might be
hey,
British,
I
yeah.
forgive you. That's all that it takes.
There is something, yeah, it feels different now.
Here it comes. Let me just read it. It's my preferred loo. I don't like having to walk upstairs. This has become a real problem with my girlfriend. She does not want to come over to my house anymore and will only meet up at hers. I am totally into her and do want it to work, but I am not having someone else ruin my life and dictate that I can only come over to her
Okay.
house.
Okay. But once you switch the accent, I feel like it's night and day. I feel way better about
I feel
it.
like this guy's the guy, right?
Yeah.
He's cool. I really don't want to change. Here, let me try a different one.
Okay.
Oh, we really don't want to change my house for her.
I would like to hear from a woman's perspective. Is it something a woman would just adjust to over time? That's it.
Okay, first of all, here's 2 dimes for the newspaper. Thank you, newsboy.
Cheese, governor.
Yeah. Okay. So
Cal just threw 2 Nicaragua bottle caps at
hey,
me.
you don't have to.
I did accept them as currency.
Hey, don't open up the curtain and show that. Look, people bought
show
that
the urinal
as change.
Don't pull back the curtain. You're not gonna like the urinal you see back there.
Yeah, that was a good connection. I didn't know I was doing that. Yeah,
a question.
You can approach.
Listen, I've been as society progresses and gender just deteriorates into nothing.
Yes.
I have been in several like gender-free bathrooms.
Yeah, I love those.
Genderless bathrooms, and I've seen a urinal in my day. You know, like it's happened many
you've
times.
Seen a urinal?
I can't imagine a minty urinal. Is that a thing? Is that a thing that would actually work? Because the idea of me spraying like a mint into my toilet as I piss means that it would smell like mint piss. Like it's not going to be like, wow, what's that? Did you light a candle in here? It smells so fresh. Like there's going to be piss smell, right?
Yes. Here, I mean, the thing that you see a lot is like people put. I thought, did he say like cubed ice or something?
He said something about cubes.
Yeah, so you can put cubes like. What a lot restaurants will do, places will put like literal just ice in there and it helps.
Huh?
But maybe there's something putting different types of ice. I don't know. No, I'm not familiar with the minty smell. No.
I'm gonna start scooping ice out of my freezer, putting it in the toilet, and peeing on it to make a nice little piss lemonade and flushing it onto it. Ding, 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 ding,
You
ding,
bring
ding.
up a very good point.
Yeah.
You bring up a really good point.
Ooh.
Okay.
Put a little sprig of mint in there. Be like, ooh, it's a mint julep.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. But here's my other thought. It was already there when they moved in.
Yeah,
so,
it's not like he put it in.
So it's like, okay, at that point, what do? It's already there. You're not gonna. I mean, realistically, I don't know. If I bought a house, I guess if I was like a single guy, young and dumb.
But you're not. You're a taken guy, and you're old and decrepit
and dumb. And I guess if I was like getting an apartment, I might be like, okay, whatever. It has a urinal here. I'm gonna take it. That's funny. That's cool.
What are you gonna do? Like get it out? Take it out?
Yeah.
No.
And then you start seeing someone, and you're like, okay, well now there's this weird thing. I don't know how they feel about this, but you're not gonna pay to have it taken out.
No.
Not to mention, if you don't own it, you might not even be able to take it out.
My problem is not that it's there at all. I do think that I have a couple thoughts. One thought is the curtain was a mistake. I think what you do is you be like, hey, welcome to my place. Listen, I gotta tell you something. A very nice elderly gentleman who couldn't go up the stairs used to live here. Here is his urinal.
Yep.
You pull back the curtain and you go, I'm gonna put this curtain right back over, but it's there. I want you to know that it's in there. It's in there. That's the first mistake. Is her finding out by walking into the room and seeing some guys pissing into a urinal in the living room.
That friend needs to freaking like.
Are you kidding me?
He's a little too comfortable, dude.
Are you kidding me?
With someone it sounds like no less than 2 months. It sounds like because they've been dating less than 2 months. You probably hardly know her.
That friend is out of the rotation.
Yeah, that friend.
That's out. He's out.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
You're gonna get rid of Seamus. Get him out of there.
Seamus, get out of there.
Seamus, you're not invited anymore.
Sorry, you're out of the Gryffindor common room.
But I want to use the urinal in your apartment. Flat. Dang it, flat.
Fuck. I think what you're getting at, Maggie, is something I think we're going to talk about in the second half of the show. Is
this a teaser?
Is how to find the perfect partner. But I think what you're getting at is the curtain is a metaphor for yourself. And you can't put curtains up over yourself. You have to show your full self to your partner.
Full minty, icy urinal self to your partner.
If you don't reveal the minty piss right away, you know what? You're just bound to run into obstacles down the line.
Can I hold my hand?
Okay, I'm holding your hand because you held mine.
I love you, urinal and all.
I gotta say, I think this relationship's really going down the drain, but whatever you say, babe.
I think I'm flush with cash because of all the money that you give me all the time.
I can hardly handle what you're saying, but hey, that's okay because let's just piss and make up.
And I let go of your hand.
And let's
there's
move
the bile.
on. Next question. What can you say about Stranger Things season 4? That's the question.
Oh man, good.
Yeah,
really good.
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay. If you had enough pubic hair to cover your bits, could you get away with being in the nude?
Well, question. I mean, I do. I feel like a lot of people do.
Okay.
And people,
Yeah, but hang
most
on.
people without a penis do,
Okay.
or can. I'm not saying but
Sure.
they can.
But hang on. I mean, I think we're thinking like really cover up, like Chewbacca style.
Okay,
You
like
know,
a hobbit's foot.
ish.
Yeah.
A
Well,
hobbit's foot? Yes,
Wait,
like a
they
hobbit's foot.
They don't wear shoes because
For a
they have
second, I
too much.
thought
They have
hobbit's
too
foot.
many pubes on their foot.
All right. Hey, Maggie, let me ask you this.
Yes.
When's our anniversary?
Don't do this.
No, I'm asking
I know
you.
when it is,
Okay.
but don't do this.
I'm doing
don't
this
do
on
this.
air. So
November
folks,
29th,
the other day,
1984.
the other day, Maggie was like, we were talking about like the idea of the wedding anniversary,
Right.
Like, if and when we get wedded,
Yeah, which we are.
and like our normal anniversary, which is something that we've previously
Yeah.
celebrated.
And how
We're that kind of couple, folks. Okay, get used to it. Okay, laugh it up, fuzzball.
we don't care.
But so it was like, oh, we both said, oh, you know what? I think the original anniversary is
That's like
more meaningful.
yeah,
to
that's
me.
like our first ever. Like we got together.
I know, standing ovation, the big O.
Yeah, we
But-
finally had the big O.
So here's the thing: is I said like, yeah, I think that is it,
Yeah.
and I was like, it just makes sense. And somehow the date came up, and Maggie's like, yeah, she's
November
like,
21st.
November 22nd, or whatever the fuck
I
she
said first because I mixed
November
it up with May
21st.
21st, which is our future anniversary.
But so she says that, and I'm like, what is it? And then she's like, November 21st, and she
21st.
repeats it, and then I'm almost positive you guessed a second date
I
and
did.
still got it wrong.
I said after that I said the 25th, I think, which is wrong.
Wow. I mean, you think you know someone, and she was just talking about how it's important to her. That's part of it, folks. So, anyways,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Do you still like me?
I do still like you.
I got it wrong, okay? And it wasn't. We were that couple that also would celebrate like our month anniversary. Like the first year we were together, it was like, oh, our 6-month anniversary. So I feel like 29th was really sort of emblazoned into my brain, and and it just got deblazoned.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
Yes, we are back, Maggie. Welcome to the show, Maggie.
Welcome to the show, Maggie.
Welcome to the show.
I just
Maggie.
got here.
Oh yeah, we played a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3 last night. That was really fun.
It was so fun. I was getting mad and frustrated.
But the important thing is you didn't give up, and
No.
we did good.
You really helped me because you would I would make a save file so that every time I failed the level 4 in World 2, right?
3?
Was it? No, I think it was
we're
2 to get into World 3. It was level 4 in World 2. Yes, people, World 2.
It's
And I
tricky
couldn't do it.
fast.
And Kyle made a save file so that I could every time I would die immediately go back and keep trying it.
You know, you did great, but you made progress. Look, I have like decades of
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. 3 experience. On
It's
you,
hard.
so.
It's just like when Mario or Luigi, they jump and they keep going.
They slide.
And I just can't get the handle
Yeah,
of
the
like
mechanics to it are very specific and very
know.
different from current Mario games, which is what
Yeah.
we play more often.
Yes.
No, it's like you're saying it's World 2 and it shouldn't be that tricky, but the truth is it gets tricky very fast. World 2 immediately gets tricky.
he's doing a good job of
All right.
supporting me.
Okay, so let's move on.
Good segue. Let's move on.
I was trying to pull up the
The questions, the one thing we do here.
no, I was trying to pull up the sheet here. So I was looking up some articles today about how to find.
Kyle, I'm so well read.
Look, I want to talk about how to find the perfect partner.
Ah, yes, the teaser from before.
Yes, I want to talk about how to find the perfect partner. Okay, so I actually looked at some a handful of articles here.
Ugh, you didn't have to. I have the answer.
Okay, well, do you want to say your answer up top? Or?
You work in the Second City box office,
No.
and on your first day, Cully takes you around, shows you where to go.
Shout out to Collie.
Shout
for
out
some
to
reason.
Cully.
Okay, no. Okay, so she's talking about us. Anyways, I have a handful of articles here. I wanted to sort of cherry pick a few of these, talk about it, and then maybe also give some of our thoughts.
Oh.
So let's-
I'm allowed to tell my thoughts.
Yeah, Maggie, believe it or not, you're allowed to talk on this podcast. I
Okay.
think, as our listeners would say, they hear enough of. Okay, so as all good questions start, we're going to start at the WikiHow. Okay, so WikiHow says, finding an ideal partnership is the product of chance, the proper mindset, and a healthy dose of positive energy.
Positive.
The relationship you can cultivate from an ideal partnership can make life itself more meaningful and more fun.
Wow.
And then immediately after that, on the website, is an ad for free public records search.
Oh my God, that is.
So it's how to find the perfect partner, little blurb, and then ad for free
anyone you want
public records.
in the dark web.
Use the dark web.
Use the dark web.
Batman. I just want to find my Robin.
I just want to find my mommy and my daddy.
Does anyone know where they are? I keep searching Wayne or Thomas Wayne and
Rebecca.
Marilyn Marie.
Marie.
It's something with an M.
Margaret.
Margaret Wayne. That's it. Okay, so sorry, Bruce Wayne. You're not going to find them. They're dead. Okay, so one.
What?
Putting yourself out there. Get out there. There are plenty of ways to meet people.
Can I stop you
yeah,
right there?
Please do.
Sometimes my brain does this really funny thing where when people say like putting themselves out there, I just picture putting themselves out there.
That's
so,
what you stopped me for?
Think about that. And isn't that just like a fun little funny thought? Think about pudding. Pudding. Why do you always say pudding like you're from like a Mark Twain? You're like,
I don't know.
Well, yeah, Governor, I found a pudding down by the river.
Okay, what you're doing is way off base. Okay, so here's
wouldn't it be funny if it was pudding on the Ritz? Like pudding on a Ritz cracker?
Wow, very creative.
Isn't that funny?
Here's some, I think, legit good ideas, right? So,
Okay.
I mean, like, join a co-ed sports team. Don't worry about competitiveness. Co-ed leagues are usually casual and fun-orientated. If you meet someone you'd like to get to know better, see if they want to grab a beverage after a game.
Ooh.
If you're nervous, to ask them out, mention that everyone should go out together. Hey, everyone! We should all go. Yeah, hey.
We love you, Jeremy. We love you, Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I was just going to say, not anyone specific, but maybe we all should grab a drink, huh, after this game.
Oh, yeah. We love you, Jeremy. We'll do anything you say.
Yeah, Jeremy. Jeremy.
Denise, are you going?
Jeremy. Huh?
Denise, are you coming? Everyone's going. I'm not asking you. I asked everyone, but are you coming to get a drink?
You're not asking me specifically?
No.
Then yes, I will go.
I can't go. Sorry.
Wow, that was a shit show.
Yeah,
it's hard out there.
Sports are tough. Here's a real good one. I think is when you're invited to go to any sort of social gathering, go. That's just a good life tip.
So true, so true.
I mean, alone time, me time, very important.
Of course,
very important. But saying yes to new experiences
just
also
go.
good for life.
Just go. We've talked about this on the podcast about like just making yourself go to stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think a single time in my life where I was invited to something and then was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go. And then went to it and then afterwards was like, nah, dang, I'm supposed to go to this birthday party, but I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go at all.
Okay, this is a Inception one. We're going to the birthday party now.
Okay, great. This is fun. I'm having a fun time and I met a new friend. Maybe even the one.
Okay, now we're incepting back out of the party to afterwards.
Okay. Wow. I'm so happy I went. I felt like I didn't want to go, but I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and now I feel like I want to go.
All right, now
to
we're
the next. What?
And now we're incepting to 2 hours later when you're on the toilet. Okay, we're out of that. Okay.
God, they should have had a urinal in the living room.
Number 3, we're skipping 2 for Rookie How.
We're skipping number 2
3.
because we already did it. High five.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Oops.
Spend time with people you admire. This is an interesting one.
Whoa.
Pay attention to what types of character traits you respect and the types of personalities you enjoy interacting with. Plus, hanging out with people you admire provides the chance to meet other people that you likely are to share interests in social circles with.
Yeah, like if you have a cool friend, they have cool friends.
Yeah, basically, it's like spend time with people that you respect and like and enjoy, because like it's just like, if you hang out with a bunch of apples, you're likely to meet more apples.
So true. Apples come in bunches.
And then it has some tips related to that. It says approach everyone you meet as though you're thrilled to have a chance. Actively listen to people when you first meet them and enjoy the opportunity to learn about them.
Chris Traeger energy.
And maintain friendships with the people that particularly impress you.
Oh,
I mean,
that's the hardest one. That's
it takes
hard.
effort. This all takes effort, but I have a friend who was talking about some dating advice stuff too, and he was talking about how like part of like learning how to date well, and this is almost like anything. It's sort of common sense, but we all need it. It's like anything. Like part of like dating well or like meeting a potential partner well is practicing that with everyone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like don't just wait till you really like someone to
Yeah.
try to approach them and be
and
friendly.
be nice.
Yeah.
Don't just wait till you meet someone and be like, oh yeah, I volunteer.
Yeah, like sort of practice, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
With just any, with
Yeah,
everyone, like,
yeah.
be friendly, ask them questions about them,
Yeah.
try to have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
And
And,
then-
not even people that you're like interested in
Yeah,
sexually.
that's
like
what I mean.
yeah, like everyone. Like yeah. People of all types.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I'm weird.
Number 4, be open to new experiences. How you feel about that, Maggie?
I don't like it.
Number 5, avoid anyone who looks down on others. Maggie, what do you think of that?
Ugh, I hate this one. You're stupid for bringing it up.
Number 6, cooperate more than compromise.
next.
No, hang on. I gotta say, leave it to the intellectuals that study romance to coin a painfully unromantic phrase like functional harmony. All right, and that's where we're gonna leave the wiki out, because suddenly this person
is really
is
shitting,
on like
scientists.
the scientific community for like studying psychology.
Ugh, they're always putting labels on things like brain and cerebellum.
All right, so let's jump to some other sites that I think would have some good deets.
Let's
on how
cite
to
some new
find them.
sites.
Wow, that's good. That's really good, Maggie. And then, of course, you got to go to marriage.com,
Wow,
Which-
I'm gonna go there right now. Please excuse me, podcast.
which is the worst website title I've ever heard. I hate it.
How is it? What?
I don't know. It freaks me out.
The first article I see on marriage.com is why men subconsciously want to get caught cheating.
See, I
This
told you
website
it's a weird
sucks.
website.
This website sucks.
But there honestly was some good gems here. So listen up. 1, learn to love yourself.
Next.
That's just true, though.
Impossible.
You hear it all the time, but it's true. Number 2, get real without judgment about your dating patterns. As you look back at your previous serious relationships, you'll start to recognize a pattern. You may notice that you picked people you knew you couldn't trust so that you could have an easy out if they acted shadily. Whoa! Marriage.com is getting real. Yes. That is some deep,
That's
and I think for some people, very real thing.
Oh, yeah.
It keeps going. You may notice that the people you latched onto didn't have a lot going on in their lives. Maybe you wanted to feel superior, or maybe you wanted to be the center of their world. Whoa!
Maybe you look back and they're the only other person you dated.
Whoa! Maybe you look back and realize that you just wanted to feel smart, so you picked someone kind of dumb. Was the last one about me?
What?
Were you talking about me?
Oh, no.
I wasn't talking about you either.
Me neither.
Okay.
Sound effect. We never let it go for this long, and now it's
Yes.
made things awkward.
But that's some real stuff. I think is that like I think sometimes we're dating, and we're almost looking to fail. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
I mean, isn't that what attachment styles are all about?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you're looking for like you're doing the
Yeah.
pattern that you've already done, and
Yeah.
not like consciously, but like
Yeah.
it's like you see it, and then it's like, oh well, I thought they might be a liar, and
yeah,
they are,
and they are, because that's who I always date all the time.
It's just interesting, something to like honestly reflect back on, like
Yeah.
what you've done and what hasn't worked, and
Yeah.
how you can get out of that pattern. Number 3, be unapologetically you.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
No, you failed.
Oh,
You failed.
fuck.
You fucking failed.
Damn it.
I mean, that's like a bumper sticker, but there is something about like
Be
just being real.
unapologetically you.
Are you getting in your own way? This is from Bus. This
From
next
Bustle?
list, this final list is from Bustle.com.
Bustle.
Are you getting in your own way?
Ooh.
The terms settling down and settling for are not synonymous.
Yes.
According to relationship therapist Amy Hartstein.
Oh, Hartstein had something to do with this one? Awesome.
Well, it's Hartstein. That's
I'm so
interesting.
sick of all these doctors trying to coin phrases and shit.
She finds that oftentimes the people who claim they're waiting for the perfect partner to come along may have fears around intimacy themselves. By keeping yourself single and alone, you don't have to take any romantic risks, she says. So I think that it probably is the thing, is sometimes you're getting in your own way because you're
Yeah.
like waiting for this like checklist thing, maybe. You're waiting for this perfect person sometimes.
Right. And I also think part of that comes from that, like, the concept of like the one or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
and like I don't necessarily believe like there's a
a one, maybe not even like a .01.
yeah,
you know,
like I think there's like
maybe like 0.00001 is what I would qualify my current.
That's what I would say. Use you're sort of like a
relationship.
0.0000, like a couple like to the nth degree.
You know when they talk about like
One.
Earth compared to the universe?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
feel like you're that
Yeah.
significant.
So like you're here and you're really big right now. Like
Yeah.
I see, but like if I actually like put in perspective and zoomed out, you'd be like literally nobody at all to me.
well, I'm
So,
standing really close to Maggie right now, so I'm
Yeah.
taking up most of her view.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then the last thing here is know when to walk away. This is maybe important.
Yeah, maybe one that I should be. Read me that one. Read me that one.
If they can't give you what you need and you
Mhm.
remain in a situation that doesn't fulfill you, things won't get better on their own. These fundamental differences don't become less important over time.
Okay, so I need a urinal in my apartment at all
Really?
times. And
I
if you're
can't
not
give
gonna-
that to you.
All right, look, this is it. You were here. You saw it.
Yes. I think it is important to know when it's like when to
Yeah.
call it quits. That
Yeah.
honestly is good advice to think
It
about
is.
in searching for the right
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, it's so true.
And here's something that I really wanted to say. You also don't have to be with someone. I think
Yeah, of course
you
not.
don't have to
No,
be with
of
someone.
course not.
You like really like. I don't think it's for everyone. I don't think you have to ever feel bad if you're not with someone.
Yeah.
I wanted to stress that too because I 100% think that. Like,
yeah.
I've always been pretty good alone, and often think that I'd be better alone.
Yeah.
But
I know you do.
But
I just put my little claws in and I won't let it happen.
well, it's just a matter of convenience at this point, like rent and stuff. But
I've just become accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
uh,
And without you, I can't
well, you
support
make me
that.
avocado toast sometimes.
Yeah.
But I really think it's also okay to not be with
course.
someone. I really
Yeah.
think that. I feel like in our culture we forget that sometimes or
Yeah.
don't say it enough.
Yeah.
But really, what all this is to say is to get to the most important article I came across, and that is from J14 magazine, and that article is 5 ways into Tom Holland's heart. Tom Holland from Spider-Man.
Oh.
So you can see
My
Maggie
God.
at this picture of him. Look at this dreamboat pic of Tom Holland.
What? It feels like a picture straight out of a magazine when I was a kid.
Yep.
Like I guess I assumed it would look different and there'd be like a TikTok in
He's
it.
got like medium length hair and like a perfect like unassuming smile.
He's just smiling. He's just Tom Holland.
Yeah, and he's got like a nice watch showing out of his sleeve. It's
He looks like Peter Parker. It's just a
he looks
picture.
like cool Peter Parker, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like really cool Peter. Anyways, so here's 5 ways into Tom's heart. Number 1, be chill. Tom is instantly drawn to a girl who is on the chill side.
What is this article? It's
In
seriously
quotes.
trying to think.
I would like someone who is funny and sweet and just cool and mellow, he shares. That's cool for me.
Whoa, my brain. I mean, it's like if I was supposed to write a teen,
Uh-huh.
that's the exact sentence I would write.
Number 2, make fun plans for your first date.
With
When
Tom
it comes
Holland?
to perfect first date, Tom is down for suggestions. He just wants it to be something other than your standard sit-down dinner. In quotes, I'd like to do something because I'm quite awkward sometimes, and I think I'd get awkward if I just went out to dinner, he admits.
Okay, did he put this article out there for, like, is he looking, or is he and Zendaya, are they okay?
I don't know, Maggie. It's hard to say. All right, number 3 on the ways into Tom's heart, hit the dance floor. If you're a fan of Tom's, you already know that he loves to dance. His favorite dance style to show off? Tap dancing. I'm
is
quite a good
this
tap
nerdy
dancer, he
theater
says.
boy?
It's something I've done for a very, very long time. So on this perfect date you set up, you're not going to dance with Tom. You're going to say, hey, Tom,
Dance for me.
why don't you do some tap dance for me?
Hey, Tom, here we are at the mini golf course. We're at the Gorilla's Mouth.
Uh-huh, yes.
Why don't I sit on down and you do a little dance for me, boy?
Sure, here we go.
Yes. Yes. Hole
That's
in
just
one.
my tap dance. Yep.
You
Yep.
you just got a hole in one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. So I guess I did put her there. Number 4, take things seriously.
What?
Oops, we didn't do that. Tom isn't the kind of guy to go on loads of different dates. When he likes someone, he's committed. In quotes.
Which
I'm
means that this
definitely-
article is moot because he's with someone.
Wow, Maggie. I'm definitely a relationship person, he says. I'm not the fleeting type at all. It's not my way of life. Number 5, keep things private. Sure, the occasional Instagram post is fine, but Tom isn't into major PDA. In quotes, I'm just a very private person. I don't like living in the spotlight.
What is this like fan fiction as though he's with Did they break up? What is this?
I don't know, Maggie, but if you want to web your way into his heart, you got to take these 5 things to heart.
I just can't believe that this article exists because it's yes I can, because it makes you like the teenager think that you have a chance.
Yes.
Basically.
Well, it's, I think we're entering uncharted territory, and I just hope that we have the homecoming far away from home by ourselves, because he doesn't like public PDA. So, hey Tom, I'm ready when you are. Let's let our spidey senses tingle.